Hi CCH family, it's Avery and I'm back for another Devo, and so let's get right into it. So I'm going to start off with some context before we read. God's people, okay, we're in Ezekiel, we're in Ezekiel. And God's people were in Israel and just constantly sinning against God and roaming super far from Him, so the Lord punished them by making them refugees and captives in Babylon. This is the same kind of time as Daniel and his friends too, to give you some of where this is in history. And the whole book of Ezekiel is just God yearning for his people back. They were given over to idolatry and all sorts of just awful stuff that the Lord knew wasn't good for them. And he didn't turn away from their covenant he had with them. He stayed faithful and continued to do what needed to be done to get them back. So let's just get into this little passage in Ezekiel. We'll be in Ezekiel 24, 15 through 18. Okay. Also, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, I take away from you the desire of your eyes with one stroke. Yet you shall neither mourn nor weep, nor shall your tears run down. Sigh in silence. Make no mourning for the dead. Bind your turban on your head and put your sandals on your feet. Do not cover your lips, and do not eat man's bread of sorrow. So I spoke to the people in the morning, and at the evening my wife died. And the next morning I did as I was commanded. In this certain passage in chapter 24, God does this really hard thing for Ezekiel to create an image for him, just to understand and help him what is to come for the people of Israel, and that they should, or that they will and are going to lose all their desires of their hearts, as well as when that happens, they shouldn't mourn. Just as the Lord told Ezekiel, you shall neither mourn nor weep. At the beginning of the book, God flat out tells Ezekiel, just know these people aren't going to listen. The people that I've placed before you to minister to and to prophesy to, you will have to continue to prophesy and preach to them for me, but they're just not going to listen. And in that, God strengthened Ezekiel just so much. So let's jump back to Ezekiel 3 really quick, where he tells them this. So that'll be Ezekiel 3, 7 through 8, and it's, But the house of Israel will not listen to you, because they will not listen to me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed. Behold, I have made your face strong against their faces, and your forehead strong against their foreheads. And so God basically is like, these people I sent you to talk to are super hard-headed, and going to not listen, but I'm going to make you just as hard-headed, so you'll continue to speak to them and not give up for what I have for you. And so he didn't leave him on his own. Beforehand, God even purposely made him strong-willed and prepared him for what was to come. So I thought that was super sweet, of just God's character throughout all he does is just so evident and always the same. As he says, he never changes. But God loved his children so much. He spends basically their whole lifetimes trying to get them back while they're, he's teaching them a lesson, just trying to bring them home and bring them close to him again. So it's just super sweet to just kind of step back from the history and just really focus on God's character. But I just wanted to look back at the one verse, chapter 24, verse 18. So I spoke to the people in the morning, and at evening my wife died. And the next morning I did as I was commanded. What? He speechless. To trust, Ezekiel trusted the Lord and had so much faith, and he did as he was commanded. And it was just really, really powerful to see how far he knew what was going to happen. And then at the end, I did as I was commanded. He knew what was coming, and he still trusted the Lord enough to just do it, He got up and he did it. It was that's just really, really cool to me, of just the trust there. And it's not like if you walk with God, he's just waiting to kill your whole family or anything. No. It's just the Lord knows what he's doing. So we just need to trust whatever he allows in our lives, and that it's for him and for his good. So in the end, he's still and should be on the throne of our lives, no matter what comes our way. But just kind of a hard thing, hard topic, but just to step back and remember what kind of God we have, how just through the whole thing, like even though he is punishing them, like it's because he loves them. He's like reproaching them and wanting them to come back home and see what the things they're chasing after lead to. So I just think that's really I was gonna say cute, really, it's hard to express the Lord, but it's really, really sweet of the Lord to just continue to run after them. But yeah, just crazy to see all that. Sorry, I'm kind of like, oh, it's really good. But anyways, with that, I thank you all for your time. This one's a little bit different than the other ones, but it's just a important thing to keep in mind. So thank you for your time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.